6 Tudor Queens, Anna of Kleve, Queen of Secrets, Part 1. Today I want to talk about the fourth book in the 6 Tudor Queens series, Anna of Kleve, Queen of Secrets by Alison Weir. This video has been broken into 3 parts because it is so long. The second part of this review will be coming out next week. This video will be the fourth in a series covering Alison Weir's 6 Tudor Queen novels and her other historical works of fiction. The book opens in the summer when Anna is 14 years old. She is a pretty, young, very sheltered teenager who has spent most of her time in her mother's care, sewing or praying with her younger sister Emily. Anna's mother, the Duchess, is overly strict with her daughters, and they are not allowed to dance, play music, or learn how to play cards. No one at court is even allowed a glass of wine after 9 p.m. Despite the strictness, though, Anna is happy and waiting for her marriage to the Duke of Lorraine's son in a few years. Anna's aunt and uncle come to visit her parents, bringing with them her uncle's bastard son Otto, who is 16. Anna is smitten by Otto and thinks him the most handsome youth she has ever seen. It is immediately clear to the reader that Otto feels the same way about Anna. Completely by accident, Anna and Otto end up alone together, but Anna is so naive that when Otto starts kissing her, she is scared she is going to get pregnant. Otto reassures Anna she won't become pregnant and convinces her to go much further than kissing, telling her it is harmless. Anna is very willing, but realizes after the fact that whatever she and Otto have done was meant for marriage. Anna's naivete is complete when she finds blood on her shift, and the reader realizes Anna has never had a period. She's still not really sure what they have done though, but she feels ashamed of herself and avoids Otto for the rest of his visit. Otto sends Anna a ring and a note telling her he loves her, but Anna is so upset and confused and terrified of anybody finding out what she has done, she doesn't reply to it. The summer ends and Anna realizes she is gaining weight. She decides to eat less, but still her stomach and breasts are growing. Her nurse, Mother Lova, tells her that lots of teenage girls gain a bit of weight, but it soon falls away when they grow. Anna's weight gain continues though, and she is dreadfully scared she is dying. Then a horrible thought occurs to her. What if she is pregnant? But she doesn't understand how that could be possible, because Otto told her they were being safe. I feel very sorry for Anna. Even though this storyline is completely fictional, Anna's dilemma is all too believable. Anna's nurse, Mother Lova, figures out that Anna is pregnant, and the whole story Anna has been keeping to herself for 5 months spills out. Her nurse is very understanding, but has to inform Anna's mother. The Duchess is very upset, but more understanding than you might think, because she understands Anna was very unaware of what was happening, and was taken advantage of, even though she was willing. She knew not what she did. Nobody is told about Anna's condition, and she is sent to a distant castle under the pretense that she is very unwell and needs fresh air. She gives birth easily, and the baby is quickly whisked away from her to be fostered, but not before Anna falls deeply in love with him, naming him Johann after her father. Anna then returns to court, and she has to act as if she has just recovered from a long illness, and is not pining for her baby. Anna is only 15, and cannot confide in anybody. Anna is deeply upset and unhappy, thinking about her baby constantly. This is a very dramatic opening to the book I was not expecting at all, and I was immediately enthralled to see where Alison Weir would take this plotline. I even flipped to the author's notes at the back of the book to make sure I was not reading about some newly discovered historical evidence. But I was not. Baby Johann is completely fictional. The book then jumps forward 4 years, to Anna's father dying of dementia and being hidden away from public view, just like she was 4 years earlier. This whole part of the book is very sad. Anna's brother, Wilhelm, is now the Duke, and he is even stricter than her parents. He has very strong views on women and their place in the world. He simply informs Anna that she is being put forward as a bride for the King of England, and it is a great honour. Anna is worried about marrying King Henry because she knows about his matrimonial career, but she also knows her duty and submits to having her portrait painted by Hans Holbein, even if she thinks the fact that Henry only wants her if she is pretty is very demeaning. She is also worried the king will be able to tell she is not a virgin and has borne a child, and she frets endlessly about anyone finding out her secret. Just as Anna is coming to terms with the fact she will be leaving her family, her country, and her home to marry a stranger, her brother Wilhelm starts prevaricating with the English ambassadors. He comes across as uppity and arrogant, as if he is doing the King of England a great favour. I have to admit I find Wilhelm obnoxious and extremely controlling. Wilhelm even brings up Anna's old pre-contract to the son of the Duke of Lorraine. For no real reason. I think he was simply trying to drag out negotiations. Finally, things are getting arranged after months of talks, and Anna realizes after talking to the English ambassador she has no Renaissance talents like singing, dancing, or music that the king likes, and she doesn't even speak any other language apart from German. King Henry seems to have considered this though, and has sent a woman called Susanna Gilman to teach Anna English. Anna really likes Susanna, and it seems like Susanna is Anna's first female friend outside her family, which is quite a sad thought, as Anna is now in her mid-20s. Susanna Gilman is the main character in Alison Weir's short story The King's Painter, which I plan to review at some point in the near future. Anna is struggling to learn English, and there is an argument between the English envoys and Anna's mother over what style Anna's trousseau should be made up in. Anna's mother thinks English fashions are indecent, and has everything made up in the bulky German style. The gowns are heavy with goldsmith's work and fine fabric, but Anna thinks from the looks on the English ambassador's face they will not be suitable. Everything is now ready for Anna to depart for England, when Mother Lova brings Anna's 5-year-old son to visit her. Johann is presenting a jewel as a gift for the city he lives in, but Anna and Mother Lova are the only people who understand the significance of the moment. It is a very touching scene, as Anna believes this is the only time she will ever see her son. Anna decides she will be a mother to Henry's 2 younger children and smother them with her frustrated maternal affection. Anna sets out on her long journey to England, which even though it is magnificent is marred by bad weather and the presence of her cousin Otto and his new wife Hannah. Anna is shocked her mother allowed Otto to accompany her, but understands that leaving him out would be even stranger. In Antwerp, Otto approaches Anna while she is alone in a garden and apologizes for his past misconduct. Anna is very touched and wants to tell him he has a son, but is too afraid to. Anna finally arrives in Calais, but they are delayed there over Christmas by bad weather. When entering the city, Anna is put out to see the citizens laughing at her and her maid's clothing. While waiting in Calais for the wind to change, Anna hosts a dinner party and learns how to play cards. She is becoming very aware, though, through socializing, that she lacks courtly accomplishments, and is still very worried King Henry will know that she is not a virgin. Anna discovers a portrait of the young Henry while exploring Calais Castle and thinks he is very handsome. She is happier after seeing the portrait and believes she can come to love the man in it. I like how Alison Weir did the switch about here with the portraits and not getting what you expected. While in Calais, Anna continues to work hard at her English but is making slow progress. Anna is becoming fonder of Susanna though, who acts as her translator. She considers Susanna her best friend, which is very touching. When Anna finally boards her ship for England, we get to meet Mary Boleyn for a few minutes, which I really enjoyed. I just love how beautifully Alison Weir weaves all her novels together, and there's all these little Easter eggs to find. Anna is horribly seasick though, and her boat lands at night, and she is greeted by lots of lords and ladies, including the Duke of Suffolk, Archbishop Cranmer, and the frosty Duke of Norfolk. Anna is smart enough to realize, though, Norfolk is frosty due to Anna's supposed Protestantism. The weather in England is terrible, and Anna is frozen solid as she makes her way to Canterbury to meet the king. Then comes New Year's Day, and the fateful bull baiting at Rochester. Fun fact, I have been to Rochester. I was there last year for 3 days to attend a friend's wedding. I got to see the castle from afar, but unfortunately I didn't get to visit it due to being busy with wedding stuff, but I digress. Anna has never seen a bull baiting before and is watching it avidly. When a group of men arrive to present a gift from the king, they are all dressed in strange clothing and seem over-familiar. The fattest man of the company presents Anna with the gift and then kisses her on the lips. Anna is disgusted and dismisses them, returning to watching the bull baiting. Then the men return, all wearing different clothes, and Anna is horrified to discover the fat man is the king. She is very worried she has offended him, and horror-struck at what he looks like. Anna was expecting the young man in the portrait she's seen. Honestly, I think this was a little naive of Anna, as the portrait could have been painted up to 20 years ago, when Henry attended the Field of Cloth of Gold. Then there follows a very awkward private meal between Anna and Henry, with Susanna attending to translate. After the awkward meal, Anna weeps out her heart to Mother Lova privately, lamenting how ugly and fat and smelly her new husband is. Anna travels on to her official meeting with the king at Blackheath, gaining more attendance as she travels. She instantly likes Margaret Douglas, who is kind to her, and she finds it hard to believe Catherine Howard is only 19 because she is so small. The English maids and ladies and the German maids and ladies are cold to each other though, and Anna is worried about factions forming in her court. The English ladies show open disapproval for Anna's German clothing, which upsets Anna deeply because her mother took so much care having the garments made. Margaret Douglas stands up for Anna though, saying the dresses look more comfortable because they don't have trains. The king is very polite and courteous to Anna at their meeting on Blackheath, and she hopes their first meeting can be forgotten. Anna is waiting for the king to tell her what time their wedding will take place the next day, when he sends a gentleman to tell her the wedding has been put off for a few days, because her German attendants have not brought proof that her betrothal to the Duke of Lorraine's son was formally annulled. Anna is bewildered by this, as she was never formally betrothed to the Duke of Lorraine's son because she was too young, and makes a statement to that effect. Anna thinks all this is mad, because she is already in England and it should have been sorted out before she arrived. Anna agrees to make a formal statement that her betrothal was formally broken, and the king seems satisfied by this. On the morning of their wedding, she is very nervous but hides it well. Dressing in her wedding finery, she feels beautiful, and the wedding goes ahead without a hitch. But Anna is nervous the entire time, thinking of her wedding night and her lack of virginity. She is also worried the king doesn't like her, and is only marrying her because he can't get out of it. This is the end of the first part of this book review. If you enjoyed this video, like it and leave a comment with your thoughts on the secret baby Johann. Also subscribe so you will not miss the second part of this review, which is coming out next week. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lady Jessica Adele. Until next time, remember, God send me well to keep.